Hey guys, what's up? My name's Kai Beard, and today is my first brick session. So I'd like to become a triathlete or an Ironman, and today is my first attempt at training and doing that. I'm doing 1 kilometer swim, followed by a 50 kilometer bike ride and a 5 kilometer run. I've never done this back to back. I've never done a bike ride this long all at once either, so we're gonna see how my body handles and takes it. These are my dogs, by the way. This is Jella and this is Quincy. Be good, guys. But yeah, so aside from that, I've been boxing since I was a teenager. I've always been training, I've always been fit. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm into business. Yeah, it's time to push myself and take myself to another level of fitness and see what I'm capable of. I guess that's the reason why I want to become an Ironman, is to see how far I can push myself and to see what is possible, really. So that's what we're doing. Today you're gonna come with me on my first brick. Car's packed, can barely fit my bike into my car. It's a small sports car, but there we go. I'm 28 years old. My name's Kai Beard. You can follow me on all socials. And I live in the UAE. It's 40 degrees outside, so it's gonna be a tough one. But let's go. It's 45 degrees outside. You may be wondering, why are you training, doing a brick session in this heat? Well, heat exposure is good for you. The actual issue with training in the heat is the humidity. Humidity is actually what makes the heat difficult, because when it's very humid, your sweat doesn't evaporate, meaning that your body can't actually cool itself down. But when it's low humidity but high temperature, it's much more doable. Like, you can still perform in the heat because your body is able to cool itself down. Also as well, I'm pushing the threshold of what I'm able to do in the heat. So a lot of people come from all over to compete when they're doing Ironman, triathlons, marathons, and they come from colder climates. So when they're doing a race in 26 Celsius, they're like, oh, it's hot. But for me, like, I've been going out doing 10K runs in 40 degree weather, 40 Celsius weather. So, you know, my threshold is a lot higher and I'll be able to perform a lot better in the heat. What I've got with me, I've got a large liter backpack of water. I've got two things that slip into my running vest, and then I've also got a bottle of water with on my bike, and obviously it's all got electrolytes in it. I'm bringing 2 bananas with me, and I've also got a Gatorade just for some carbohydrates. Generally, how I'm feeling about doing this, like, I'm quite a fit person. I've been training all my life, doing boxing, doing lots of different things. I'm not too nervous about it. I know I've got a good baseline of fitness and I can slug it out, worst comes to worst. But I'm excited to do my first brick because this is the first thing I'm doing that's specifically focused towards my goal of becoming an Ironman. So at the minute, you can see that I'm carrying some weight on me. I'm 89 kilo. My ideal weight would be 79 kilo. I think that's where I'll be the best. And that's for all my sports. That's for Ironman, marathon, boxing. I am coming from 103 kilograms, so I've already lost 14 kilo. And I'm working with a coach called Kyle. He's basically helping me to sculpt my body while also doing my nutrition, helping me to lose weight in a good amount of time while still having energy to train and do all my training sessions. You know, I'm doing boxing, I'm doing long runs, I'm doing lots of different sessions that are targeted towards different things. It's doable to do everything in parallel, but obviously once you're coming up to an event, you know, 4 to 6 weeks prior to that, I'll have to specifically focus on, you know, the event that I'm doing. So whether it's boxing or whether it's a triathlon, I'll have to focus on that. I'm gonna try to document everything that I'm doing and start making more YouTube videos. It's something that I've wanted to do for such a long time, and I've just been delaying it. There's actually no reason why I didn't just start making videos. I just didn't, do you know what it was? Yeah, I just didn't feel like I was successful enough. I was like, why is anyone gonna listen to me? Like, why is anyone gonna watch me? But then that's like an upper limit problem. Like, that's in my mind, because there's literally people that watch people and, you know, they're idiots, but anyway, let's hope that God returns us home very safely. I need to try and fix the bike. I'm not an expert. Had this bike maybe, oh no, shit, what's happened? I've had this bike maybe 3 days. Conclusion after today, I definitely need to buy a bigger car. I already have a car in mind. I'm gonna get Pajero. Can't go wrong with a Pajero. It's not so expensive, big inside. I'm not an expert in bikes, but a little bit of common sense goes a long way. Bike's done. Now I'm gonna hydrate. Hopefully this is working. Walking down to the beach now. As you can probably see, I'm sweating already. Let's start my first brick. That was the first time I swam it all in run. I tried to do the classic routine of breathing out underwater and coming up for air, but I need more practice. But I swam the whole thing at once, which I'm happy with. Yeah, it was tough. I had to do breaststroke, front crawl, and just go between the 3 different strokes. Yeah, I had to catch my breath, I think, because I was so excited to just get going. I jumped into the water with my mic still on me. So, yeah, you know, like just anticipation to get going. And we made a mistake, so it's a lesson to me not to rush. So, as soon as I started riding, my seat fell down. Back aches. Oh, yeah, good to be honest. My lower back started to ache, so I just stood up, did some stretching. I hydrated well, just about. Like I brought just enough liquid and pace to myself. Got the 5k run to finish. Oh. I know what I'm having afterwards. My favourite food is Lebanese or Arab food. So I like Lebanese, Syrian, Israeli. It's kind of all the same to be honest, but I love it. And my favourite, hummus. I am now at home and in my office. The brick went really well. Funny enough, so when I dived into the water, I had my microphone still attached onto me, and obviously salt water just fucks up any kind of technology, so that's now fucked. But overall it was good. Good experience. I still had a lot in the tank, I would say. So we'll start with the swim. So I've done a 1 kilometer swim. I've done it in 13 minutes. Apparently that's quite quick. My pace per 100 meter, 1 minute, 19 seconds. Apparently according to ChatGPT is quite decent. That was my first time swimming properly. I had to like switch between the triathlon style to breaststroke to front crawl because it's so stupid, but like I went underwater and I could see like a reflection in my goggles, and I don't know why, but like I was like, oh my god, is it a shark? Or like, you know, like thoughts started going on in my head, and then like my heart rate rised, and I was like, okay, I just need to calm myself down. So I went into like a different style. Then came straight out, went straight on the bike, The bike was super chill. Okay, it's not the quickest time, but so I did 50 kilometers or just over, and then I did that in 2 hours, 9 minutes. And at this time, it's 36 degrees, feels 39 degrees, and the humidity is 65 degrees. So my average speed per kilometer per hour was 23.4. Now, for that to be competitive, it needs to be at 40. My speed needs to improve. I feel like I could definitely get 30, like with where I'm at now. I could have definitely pushed harder for sure. And then I think to really go to like 40, I need better equipment. You can probably see my bike, it's not that great. Brought it for 1,000 dirham. But you gotta start somewhere. And then yeah, like it was my first ever cycle, so you know, it weren't too bad. Hydrated really well, everything went well. Like I paced myself good. There was a lot of learning that happened as well. Like, okay, I'm gonna need more carbs. Like I had 2 bananas and 1 Gatorade, but I realized like, oh, like, and I done all my water. So that's like these 2 things here. Then I had a bottle of water and I had 1 liter on my back. I'm gonna need to bear that in mind for next time, but then it was also super hot as well. The run, that's when it got tough. So the first 2.5 kilometers, I was doing like 5 minutes 30. I can go like a whole minute quicker than that for sure. But it was now 34 degrees, but it feels like 38. But the actual issue is the humidity. The humidity was 73%. And so what I learned in my training is I done a 5K run. My training is this: every week I do a 2K run on Monday, 5K run on Wednesday, 10K run on Friday. On the 5K run, it's usually fine, like 4 minutes, 40, 50. And then last week, oh my God, I was like almost dying. Like I had to walk back when it got to like 4.5 kilometers because I had to stop several times. And my heart was like going up to like 180, 190 beats per minute. And what I understood was it's the humidity. So when it's super humid, that makes it so much more difficult because your sweat isn't able to evaporate, which means you're not able to cool yourself down. That makes running or doing any kind of exercise more difficult because there's more strain on your body. And I understood while I was on the run, like my heartbeat was going super high, like 180 something. And I was like, I'm not sprinting, like I'm doing at normal pace. And I understood the humidity must be high. And so that was actually quite a cool moment because from my training and my experience, that showed through when I was doing the brick. And so I was like, okay, main focus is just to finish, bring my speed down, focus on my breathing, and make sure that I just finish. So just breathe, bring the speed down, and make sure that I'm finishing. And I averaged in the end a 6-minute 9 pace. It took me 28 minutes 46 seconds to finish, but it's okay. Like I had way more in the tank, of course, could have ran a lot faster, but 73% humidity is mad. It's gonna fuck anyone up. So yeah, that was my first brick. I hope to be consistent moving forward, make more videos, not just about triathlon stuff and Ironman stuff, but also about my boxing, also about work, sales, finance. These are all the things that I'm into. So yeah, I'm gonna try and make more content. But that's me, guys. So you know, if you want to keep up to date with my journey, subscribe, engage with my videos. You can find me on my Instagram. I have 2 Instagrams now because I made a new one. So you can find me at Kai Beard, or you can find my new Instagram at I am Kai Beard. So yeah, so I'll catch you in the next video, guys. Take care.